It's a huge frustration among job seekers. You're doing everything you can think of, but you're still not getting any bites. Here with 5 reasons why you may not be getting the job is Roy Cohen, career coach and author of the new book, The Wall Street Professional's Survival Guide. Hi, Roy.
Hi, Tori. It's great to meet you.
Thank you. So I want to get straight to your tips, but the first thing let me ask you is about your book. Why a book devoted specifically to the Wall Street crowd, and can anybody benefit from the advice given to that group?
Yes and yes. I wrote the book with the intention of not exploiting, but taking advantage of a lifetime of experience working with and coaching Wall Street clients. I had the good fortune for many, many years to work with folks who were leaving Goldman Sachs involuntarily. And in that capacity, I advised them on career direction and strategy. And it was a very meaningful experience for me, and I felt that I was at a turning point professionally, and I wanted to have a broader platform and share that knowledge.
All right, so let's share some of it right now. One of the 5 reasons that you say people are having a lot of trouble getting hired is a resume mismatch.
Yes. Often folks will prepare generic resumes that try to hit every possible point, and the fact is, if we're looking to accomplish a goal, to get a job which is meaningful, we need to make sure that the resume speaks to that particular job. And it can't be an inventory, it needs to be very focused and very specific in the language that we use.
So that typically means making sure that keywords are in there, not having that one-size-fits-all.
Absolutely. And an easy way to identify those keywords is to just survey some of the job boards like Indeed.com and others and get some examples of the kinds of jobs that you're interested in pursuing. And then we use that language in the resume so the resume speaks to that particular target.
Sure. I always suggest people print out the job posting, highlight some of those keywords, and make sure that they're reflected in your resume.
Absolutely.
I know next you say being poorly prepared, sort of one of the worst mistakes. So how would you suggest that candidates should prep?
Well, actually, there are 2 core categories of preparation. It's understanding the job, the company, the industry. It's also understanding what you need to do in order to best present yourself so that you can, quite frankly, hit the ball out of the field. And it's knowing a lot about the organization, its issues, its challenges, and then it's also understanding what you can do to present information about yourself in a way that gets people excited. It's also being able to talk through what may be some of the challenges on the resume. You left a job a year ago. You may not have a completed degree. Maybe you left out some information on the resume earlier in your career. Those could be potential roadblocks, barriers that need to be understood and factored into however you present yourself.
And I think oftentimes people hope that those things won't come up, and so you don't prepare for them because instead you're just hoping they don't come up, and so you don't want to think about how to prepare for them.
Well, wishful thinking is not a good strategy.
That's right. All right. So good follow-up is also very important, and you recommend that it's much more than just a thank you note.
You know, a thank you note is fine. As you said, it's just not sufficient. When we go into an interview, how do you distinguish between 2 equally qualified candidates? It's about the passion, it's about the knowledge, it's about the commitment to wanting to convince an organization and a hiring manager that you want that job. So, of course, we express our gratitude. So it is thank you. It's also saying, look, I understand the issues, the challenges that you are facing, both as a manager and as a company. Here are some solutions. And then, you know what? I want to be in the driver's seat. Here's how I propose we move forward. I'm very excited about this opportunity. What are the next steps?
Sure. Being really clear that you're interested and taking that step. All right. Not staying current. Another no-no.
Well, you know, unfortunately, we work and live in a world in which change is very much a part of our day-to-day lives. And just to stay in place, we need to make sure that we are current on information and technologies and how to do our jobs so that we can do those jobs better, faster, more efficiently. And I see far too many clients who just sort of sit and allow their jobs to just slow down, and they're not staying on top of what they need to know in order to demonstrate their potential to add value.
Sure.
So it's about training, it's about education, it's about attending conferences, it's also about establishing a networking community that can support you. It's staying current.
Sure. And with so much information available at your fingertips, not keeping up on the industry trends and not keeping up on the latest, it's inexcusable.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Mistake number 5 is what you call taking a linear approach.
Well, that can also be referred to as all of my eggs in one basket. I find often that once folks are either at the tail end of their search, when they feel like they've got something that's really a sure thing, they tend to slow down and not engage in other job search activity. And that's very, very dangerous, because I found over time that when we begin to think that something is a sure thing, it's not. And I also believe that when we have a dynamic search where we're pursuing multiple opportunities, we're much more exciting to each of the stakeholders who get to know us.
Sure. And you're more energized, and it shows.
Passion is critical in being successful in job search. Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Roy Cohen, thank you so much for joining us. 5 things that we should know to avoid. And the book is called The Wall Street Professional's Survival Guide.